Hi, welcome everyone. Welcome to Jet Age Excel tutorials. Please, at the end of the video, subscribe, share, and click the notification button so that you'll be getting our videos on tutorial. For those of you who have been joining our class on WhatsApp, I've decided to bring the videos for you to practicalize what we've been learning there. Today, we're going to look at formulas and functions, some functions. And for formulas, now we're going to look at how to add, that is, addition in Excel, subtraction in Excel, multiplication in Excel, to divide in Excel, to raise power in Excel. And then finally, we look at sum function. And now, one thing you need to know, I believe that in your normal mathematics, you know the operators using your mathematics. So there are some few things you need to look at, because if you don't understand the way Excel works, you can't add and subtract. So let's take a look at example. This very thing here, we have some sketch here, which is cell A1 plus cell B2. Now, when you are working with Excel, you either add two numbers together using cell references, or you use constant. We have on the left here 10 times 20, which are constant numbers. We have A1 plus B1, assuming A1 contains 10 and B1 contains 20, and they want to add them together. This is what happens here. Is equal to, you click on the cell, you add your plus, and click on the second cell, and when you hit enter, you get 30. That is addition. Likewise, if I come and click in the formula bar, where I can remove my additional sign and add multiplication there. Now, if I hit enter, it multiplies everything, I get 200. Likewise to division, subtraction, and exponentiation. So this is how operators work. But now, instead of you to make use of this Excel, operating constant, for example, let me say equal to 10 times 10 plus 20, you get 30. But the reason why this one is not advisable for you to use is that if you're making use of a large file, you can't easily remember. For example, now, when I have two numbers here, 10 and the second one 20, and my result, I come here to add them together, say equal to 10 cell B21 plus C21. I hit enter. I can easily trace them where it's connecting to. So if I want to find out where is this going, where is it leading to, how come the answer, where is the source of this answer? If I click on my taskbar, my formula bar here, automatically it highlights. You can see the red and the green color here, the red and the green color here. Automatically it highlights it from the formula bar for you to know where it's coming from, the answer is coming from. But in this case of constant, you can't do it. You only use constant in a specific area of the cell, whereby you have a large data where you have to manipulate data to come in regularly. So you don't use constant in your data or Excel like that, but rather cell reference. Let's get back to more examples here. So now, looking at this, to add, to subtract, I have two numbers here, operations here, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, power. So now, this is how formulas work. That is to add, subtract, all this kind of thing. I have two numbers, 12, and I have the second one, 6, here in this number. 2 and 12, let me centralize them. right? I have 12 and 6. And now, I want to add these two numbers together. Your answer, your result will always be where your formula is. You don't write formula or functions where there is number. For example, you don't write formula here or functions in this very particular set to get your answer or results. You pick another cell and then reference everything to there. So for example, if I say equal to, then I put, you're dealing with addition, right? I put plus C6. I have B5. I hit enter. I have my answer here. Let me highlight it and centralize that. Sorry. Okay. Centralize it. Alright, I have my answer here as 18. Likewise to subtraction, I just put equal to, and I'll come and click on that cell. Equal to, you know that even in mathematics, equal to is just a function that signify very important thing in mathematics. But once there's equal to in mathematics, in Excel, it simply means that either functions or formula is coming in. So it's referencing to another thing. So when I click, then I put equal to in the cell, automatically any cell I click on, it's a reference to that cell. So equal to plus, we're dealing with subtraction. So I remove that and put subtraction. Then I click the second cell and I hit enter. So I got 6 there. And then for multiplication, I put equal to, and then I use, then I put shift plus 8, number 8 on your keyboard, and then the next cell to get the answer, division, equal to, I click the first cell, then /, second cell, I get my answer there too. Then exponentiation, which is raised to power, I put equal to the first cell, then you hold your shift plus number 6 on your keyboard, then you select the second cell, and then you hit enter. This is the result of your work, how to easily add two numbers in Excel or multiply addition. Now, using equal to add two number multiply to, there are a lot of things you use equal to. For example, now if I have a cell here, I have data here. Okay, let me say I just want to reference something to this very particular cell. I can just say equal to cell, this very cell, hit enter. So anything I have here is here. So if I change something here, if I remove this thing here, add to, it goes to 0. And then if I put welcome, I'll see welcome here. So it connects two cells together. Equal to connects two cells together, just like it connects numbers and digits in mathematics. Equal to connect two cells together or connect different things in a set together. So once you put equal to, Excel already see it as a function, that you're calling a function already. So not only to calculate or add, subtract, equal to sign has a very big role that it plays in Excel. Alright, now you know how to add, subtract, multiply, divide, and to raise the power in Excel. Now let's go to getting understanding of what sum function is all about. I told you that the next thing you're going to look at is sum function. Now, before you can understand sum function, you must be able to understand how cells relate. Now, if you look at here, we have a sum is a predefined build or is a predefined or pre-imbued formulas in Excel, which you just need to call. You can write the function of your own. You can make use of the predefined one already built in Excel. So we have different kind of functions: sum function, if function, sum if function, if function, average function, maximum function, numerous functions in Excel. But today you're just looking at sum function. And now sum function is very powerful. What we do, adding two numbers together is the same thing as sum, bringing two things together. But sum just works in a special way that saves your time. Very easy for you to do something. Now, how do you do? In everything you do in Excel, it must start with equal to, telling Excel that you are calling a function or a formula. So now, a sum, and you have a function here, right? Good. And then you have a sum, which is a function. Now, anytime you call a function, it must be in the parentheses. That is why you have an open bracket here, and you have the last closing bracket here. And now, inside the bracket, there is what we call arguments. Arguments, also known as cell ranges, or ranges of cells. Now, you only make use of functions or cell ranges when you have many things to handle. I'm going to show you how this work. Now, I have a data here. I have a list of data here, which has to do with money, employees, work, sales for weekly sales. That is week 1, week 2, week 3. So, if I want to calculate all their total sales for the 4 weeks, that is a month, for me to use equal, just additional sign, that is, for example, equal to G5 plus H5 plus I5 plus J5. I hit enter. It should not save my time. It's just a waste of time. That is why they bring that function for you to be able to finish your work. Now remember, after adding everything together, I'll get 36,240 naira. So if I just come here and say equal to save my own time and to save time, and when you're working in large data, you say equal to sum bracket. Remember, when you're using function, there will be a cell ranges, which is also known as argument. And automatically, Excel bring a column dividing that is moving from a particular point and ending at this point. Then it must be in a parenthesis. Only open the first bracket, hit enter, except close the last bracket. So I select myself from here, holding my Control and Shift key, then my right arrow key, automatically take me to the last column, which is week 4, and I hit enter. I got my answer, 36,240 naira. That is very easy way to make use of function sum in Excel. You can make use of sum, that is sum so many things together in Excel using sum functions. But when you are dealing with two different ranges of cells, that is columns of cells, there must be a comma. That is why here you are seeing a comma here. Now, it means that I'm adding everything in cell A1 to A10, and also adding everything in cell C1 to C10. Let's look at that in our data here, how that one works. So I have cell G and H. So I'll come to this place and say equal to sum brackets. Add everything here. Now, if you look at your formula bar, automatically it has already put in G5 to G3023. Now, I want to add another cell. So how will I do? I'll put I'll put comma there, showing that yes, I'm dealing with another cell. So I will click in that very cell and then hold my Control Shift key, down arrow key. Then automatically you can see now. So if you notice what is happening on the in the task bar, formula bar, you know that column G has another color, while column H have another color. Let's see what column I will give us. I will add another comma there, and then hold it down. See now, I5 to I23 have a different color. So if I hit enter, automatically it sums everything 482,385 naira for me. But it will be very difficult for me to add all this data using plus, this plus this plus this plus this. I can't deal with this data. That is why the functions is there. Another ways you can also deal with that if you don't want to make use of some function. I mean, now you have the data, you want to add, for example, these are your employees' name, and you want to strictly deal with their data. There's another way you can deal with that, which is called name functions. You can create their names and you can call them by their name. If you are working with a large, I will talk about that later in our next tutorial. When we are dealing with a large file, you use name function so that you won't miscalculate. When I use name function, anytime the Excel or function sees joy, it deals with anything concerning joy, and nothing can just be miscalculated with another person's data. So this is what Excel do, and this is how Excel make it easy for you to calculate, add something together in Excel. Very easy and very simple. But remember, you must understand that using constant in Excel is rarely used in Excel. And then, if you want to perfect your work very well, use sum function, cell ranges, and then except when you have a special case to treat. Maybe you are calculating a lot of data and you want to add an increment to it. That is where constant is required in your work. But as normal data like this very one here, you don't need to do that. Just add it together. Now I can also just drag this thing down, home and control key, drag it down, and then here I have data for everybody. Just simple like that. Because why? I've defined that functions here, and I still already know that yes, this is the function that is dealing with. By the time I just drag it down, automatically it assigns that to every other person in that data, and see how easy for me to get the sum of everybody. Now, how do I know? If I want to still get the sum of the whole total balance of everybody, I can just come here. Two ways I'll do that. I can use equal to sum brackets. Then I click the very first one. I then hold my key down and hit enter. So I have my data here. It's giving me that error because it's not enough. Let me give space. Right, alright. So now you see it has given me 632,630 naira. I can also do it using auto sum. If I don't want to write any formula, I don't want to stress myself writing any formula, I can just come to my formula bar here, home page here, and we have what we call auto sum. By the time I just click on auto sum, automatically it's going to give me my sum functions, and then I just highlight it and get my results. These are the simple way you can add in Excel. You've been looking for how to add, how to work with your data, maybe adding numbers. Now you can add, you can subtract, you know how to make use of these operators, common operators in mathematics: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, raise to power, and now you can sum. Next time in that tutorial, I'm going to talk of sum if. That is a conditional statement. If this condition is met, then sum criteria of cells or group of cells together and give me my answer. We're going to look at sum ifs, and then if functions in our next class. Please do well to subscribe to the channel to get updates. Thank you.